kwena mbalizi nana kuli ndani jeni yansa jeni yansa waononga jilisango nditi beksi wakuba
Get you find good ama jamuna 1% or 2%, but ukoti kucha kuli magrega ambiri amena kutua kumene kucha, and you have stayed quiet to protect. You are the people that are, we are the ones that protect the corruption. The prince of thieves in Malawi is Kachikopa, Senior Counsel Justice of Appeal. I wanted today to also mention that kuchitika chaos ku Malawi Revenue Authority. I've got enough information. I've told you before, Kudi Gangata and the criminal. He's a gangster. Nima Daba Kudi, how does this person get into APM's books mpaka na kumpasa or minister? When Gangata was given a state president, minister of state, he did something, and he connive managed cartel managed papa namba kubuda timu yao anabanga announce Gangata kuzera munjira zao kuti APM wasanka Felix Tamblas kukala nsogoleli waimare kukala a commissioner general waimare. That was a sneaky move by Gangata, and I believe now I see why anamujosa minister kumjosa ku state for the number kuzitenga kuti in the president here, a number kuzitenga kuti is more powerful than the what, the vice president. He was taking himself more powerful than he pushed to have Felix Tamblas together with the attorney general ndi kagugao because manziwa kunena kuti tisija bwino tisibanga nyonjo, and is easy. I have information from my investigation that the Minister of Justice Manamveka was anadusidwa kumbuyo anangodaba announcement ikuchitika ndi minister. Actually anadaba from reporting akuti Tamblas wasankidwa kukhala jancha anthu ma congratulations there anthu tumagundika congrats well deserved. Well deserved Tamblas kukhala commissioner general. Congrats wajani. Tamblas is a criminal. He is a criminal. And when you look at the agency, the financial janjan, the one being headed by Dr. Pidiminta, those guys should have records of Felix Tamblas receiving 2 billion from this guy from South Africa who came in and all that, who was answering money laundering charges, and I made defense in common. My lawyer don't case ya mtu mmoja. Where is the professional in the professional or in the legal profession? The Felix Tamblas, the Mutonena Wudi, from my investigation of the case money laundering, he is implicated. He can't explain why he received 2 billion into the account. You can't talk about legal services, 2 billion in the, like, there's no explanation to that. Mr. President, we shouldn't even waste time. You can't. So that means ndama zati tumatolera through chan kwemai. So mukutumiza muntu wa money laundering, somebody who is laundering money. Ine apita atu abandonza nsanzi kundifuta kumvesa. What is going on? Kabina muti kalili muti base kuti this is your thinking. Kulibe people that are capable ku DPP or even MCB muta kutenga. Tenga jamu ya UTM mafana uganza bo heavy. Fine, at the end of the day you want to run the country. Kwa afford muta kutenga. Or katengeni ku church kumpingo. kuli anthu oti amatha kuyendesa chuma kutolera mipingo ndiye maziwa kutolera bwino kwambiri. No, my point is, where is the professional in the legal profession? If the president is appointing a suspected money launderer, because even just being suspected to launder money, that's big, but there's evidence that he laundered money. I know Tamblas Felix is he was finance amapereka ndalama kuchibani, but isizi kuti khuza malawo, if it's message kuti khuza zanu zimenezo ifeyo, we have to run that country, and boma ili tilamulira nawo chifukwa tizilamulira mmene tikupangira, ndipo APM kukuta moyo akumvetsera ndipo atimvetsera, and is going to listen and is going to act in a mmene mamuziwira APM. This is why, in fact, APM has been like, that's why I have good confidence. As a panoma, nindika confidence in the pangon. Tifuga, menezina endera za offer ya my business, 5 billion that was going to Kangata's companies. They reverse that, kina going to some ministers. Kukutamoyo, I think he had, this is what's going on. He acted. So, Mr. President, don't njoka saweta ku action memu napanga kwajo sa a minister of state kuzaponya ukena kupano mwaponya ku sports mwakanga njoka ija mango imenya ku mutu olo mango idula kumchira indulu kwambiri ndekuti ku sports kosi kukaji chaos koma inene case nkuluja ndo chenjera kwambiri zinthu zikuchitika as we speak. But beyond that, why are you still keeping Felix Tamblas when you were basically munaikida bakona, as it were, ndi mina pompo? But the appointment of Felix Tamblas itself is illegal. Where is the profession in the legal profession? When you look at the law, it is the board that is supposed to appoint the commissioner general, but SPC it seems to be the one calling the shots. Ndikateo so ndijonji kateo ija tikukamba za finance bank chifuko anthu sana satire malamulo ndiye mukubwera saso MIA commissioner general mophwanya malamulo. Ndemu zina watu might wonder dziko, hey, we want to fix things. Which things are you fixing? I want to. So if it's foka mina kuyankhula tama yankhula panopa mofoka chonchi koma ma voice imene muimva ikukwera pang'ono Felix Tamblas, if he continues to be the commissioner general. No, Mr. President, this is your country to run, and you have a choice to choose whoever, but not criminals or suspected criminals or people that have got proven instances of being engaged or engaging in corruption. You don't have a choice to choose people without integrity. The choice, the power is to appoint, under the Constitution, is limited to people with integrity, people that are not being investigated, unless if they're investigated and they're cleared. Kuma muntu akuyankhabe milandu, even Gangata akuyankhabe milandu ali ku court, you can't appoint muntu nayo. You have to wait kuti mpange clear, no matter how ridiculous. And Kumbo Soko anayankhula pa page pake, and I want to respond this directly because Kumbo is an intelligent guy. Everyone can see that. Kumano, the system captures the best amongst us together with the West amongst us, and the things go on. Kumbana anemba onena wote, and kama kuna mizina milandu, people can lie about you, can lie, kungo kumanga, ntamangu kumanga, mkani zosa zika. That is true. But as long as you are answering a criminal charge or you are on trial, the appointing authority cannot appoint that person, cannot appoint you in a public office. No. Where is your brain, Kumbo, when you make that statement? What is happening to you? When you're posting that, when you're writing, because that's not you. You are sharp, my friend. I know you. What's going on? Where is the profession in the legal profession? You see, we have allowed this situation to be where it is. We are going to unpack it ourselves and we're going to end this. The issue is Siita. Felix Tamblas was illegal appointed. He has started changing things. You see what? Journalists, you need to stop being paid to write stories. Because that is paid journalism, guy. So was one that in a Tamblas and Felix and a Kupasandalama, Kuti Mulembe, Kudina Kudiabanga, overpay, Kutolida. Go and do investigation with my records are many people. In the month of October, MRA collected $1 trillion. Chan material, 1 trillion, whatever it is. But they basically did beat their what is this? Their target by 80 billion. Go find out, and it was under the former Commissioner General Dan Dark. And my investigation, and to like my junior officers that are still there at MRA, I understand that you to Samaj Bongo Dan Dark, and the shenanigans that led to DPP to leave. You are doing them first week, second week, as soon as Mabwedamba, Pamina Ninja Zao, Amina Ninquiz Zao, they are doing crazy things, including Felix Tamblas, who brought Nyamara's Gwanji, Kwemai, could it done because there was no letter when he was going there to remove Dan Daka from the office. There was no letter of appointment. The letter of appointment came 2 weeks and came from a wrong authority. So we have an illegal Commissioner General. What kind of chaos is this now? Like, and our media, nothing. But critically, in a younger drawer, if I'm appointed wrongly, it's my power and it's my duty and it's my professional obligation. Kukana appointment meaning. The fact that Tamblas actually did not anaphomia, it's a ground enough to call him to disciplinary because he's bringing the profession into disrepute. But beyond that, Pangalives decision that were done before they were there. They are sending people. Just find out. They are sending people kunyumba and holding out their professionals. When we change government, it's not time to punish. It's not our time to eat. It's not your time to eat and have DPP. Zao siwai, zo pusai, and my legal practitioners, my payments anu. I told the general imamba kupeleka ndalama zam kwa pay my payouts kwa lawyers have been aligned to the regime. In a tabo nyinenda, they were doing that. They have done that. You can do it. That's why I said Parliament needs to look into this issue of the office of the Attorney General. Not just about data. Kuma general drama zatu zikumapangira banji. Boma likabula nyuan. Legal profession, my office, Zumakama, even seeking legal, giving business, government starts giving business only to my lawyers, Ajpanjao, or Amina Matenga Gudinda Ajpanjao. Where is the profession in the legal profession? You're basically, we are ashamed. We are ashamed to the world, to Malawi, to ourselves, to our wives, to our husbands, to our children. Wake up. The public, you need to wake up and shake in this system. So it's not just the corruption that happens in the private sector, in the private sector and like the private legal practice, but also the corruption that happens within the systems. Even my lawyer, Minister of Justice, you find other lawyers that are partisan, that are political. That should never be. Where is the profession in the legal profession? I need to conclude this live. I need to end this live. Though I'm enjoying it, but I don't have the energy anymore. I've lost a lot of energy. I wanted to conclude by raising alarm in relation to Malawi Law Society. It's no more time to do business as usual. Malawi Law Society has to rise up to its occasion, or else it takes a boom with Malawi Law Society. We should not be an institution that is saying we have a duty to do this, we are guided just by giving my statements and just looking like we are doing something about it. We need to take serious actions. If we have a proper Malawi Law Society. Because we don't have a proper Malawi Law Society. We have been titatandizira kuti dziko liwonongeke ndezikuena zitezi venezozo. Mafuna ndipange conclude ndikungo fotokoza nkhani yonena kuti there was a time kuti anthu amanena kuti anthu omene sakuziwa zimene zimachitika pa dziko komanso Malawi komanso legal professional and judiciary. Unayamba kulongolola kalekale. Zomwe umayamba nkhani umasiya. Okay, what you must know, to those that are down and to those that are part of the corruption and they are doing this deliberately to bring the noise, to distract us. There's been a lot of progress in this, but it's just that it's not enough and the problem is too much. There was a time that I used to post about Tifonia Mpinganjira, za diplomat kuti samapereka nsongo magali murawo. And I'm glad that I've seen some MPs watching this live. The corruption yaku diplomat involved members of parliament. At Tifonia Mpinganjira, msuzera mkampani yao amalowesa magali moto in the name of my MP. Sina nkaiwa jan sali bila nsonko ru umatipweteka ndi Amalawi wamba. Amalawi amenali kumuzi. Amalawi amenali akulimbikira even in town akukwera basi. Panopa fuel, do you know how much fuel is per liter Malawi? 5,000 people, and you have stepped your foot on the neck of people. They can't breathe. And you steal money. So ajina Tifonia amalowesa magali moto in the country through my MP. And anagwira. Ndipo nkhani yosina pitirire. Chifukwa nazo kuti anagwizana kuti apereka ndrama. Ndipo anapereka ndrama zambiri ku Malawi Law Society. Nthawi imene ife taipepesa nkhani kumakuuzani mukuti ayi mukunchitira sanje Tifonia. Tifonia, tikampangire sanje Tifonia, tikuziwana Tifonia. I've never even met Tifonia. Time in by Facebook, timanena na kuti neighbor, zingopereka tax. Ndipo I don't know whether it was Dr. Ndanda talk we are in the restaurant yake. Mapanga ma surprise. Kongo maimba maberu mapanga surprise. Mbayo wake they because I don't know their names. But Ankampanga defended Tifonia kwambiri. That's part of why corruption doesn't end, or why it's difficult to fight corruption, or why people make it hard to fight corruption. It's because the primary classes aren't. I mean, they will protect the interest. So I figured out those guys amabanga supply zizabumunda ku eka and all that. But whatever I said about Tifonia, it was true. if you go ku Lagos ku MRI ngati mwina sazisowesa ku Felix Tamblas na Trifonia and their company anapereka misonkho mwambuyo. So my MP, so parliament is part of the huge corruption. Akumana wesa magali moto maina ao magali moto amakara agulira anthu ena. Thereby the country is losing forex. Mr. President, this should also be investigated, and all the MPs for and the list ya ma MP amini anatenga ngungu anakatenga ndalama kwa Trifonia in the company. So and andalama kale they don't need more, they are stealing your misonkho yanu, you know. And when you think about the fact that Mr. Tomo Mpinganjira anapezidwa olakwa pamulandu ofuna kupanga bribe majaji ndipo anapangira convict kina kanapakitsidwa bail yosaziwika bwino, and then you find kunena kuti majaji aja amene anapereka mabelo ndakapanda kenako tuminamina chakwera anazapanga appoint temporary judges of the high court kuti akhale supreme kuti kwani fana manamiza kuti Supreme Court is not properly constituted. Anazasankha kuti majaji ajana akwana apange sit on the matter palaso a document pa file ya Mpinganjira atombera mwakumbukira mmayi wa amatsanga atufula ya malaya odi ndije ka inthoji mphamvu zandithera mmayi wa mashango enako Mpinganjira wapeza kuti ngani jango sisisa chakwera choka pampando tinamva kuti chakwera anapanga pado na Mpinganjira. Where is Malaya Law Society? Where is a profession in the legal profession? Zimene zachitika za Mpinganjirazi, you are destroying the judges that put their heads on the real way. Majaji amene anayika mitu yawo panjanji ndukayima unena kuti awadi ankati fusa za ndalama kuti talandira kodi. What do you think about De Gabriel, judge amene anampeza Mpinganjira, one of the, if not the richest person in Malawi, kuti munthu indolakwa ndipo amangidwe? How does De Gabriel feel? If I was De Gabriel, I don't think I would have energy to go to work, because Mpinganjira has got influence. And whose anatenga kumpira kujawali pira ntambi wapereka zindama zambi but this guy when I say so if you have a justice system that Mpinganjira can walk away, Mina Bangira walk away, and no one talks, no one says a thing. Where so, and then what I find very problematic more is that the director of public prosecutions, who is a brilliant criminal lawyer, without doubt, no one can cheat you. The kind director of public prosecutions, but he was a lawyer one Mpinganjira guy. So the cobweb corruption is that difficult, because how does then where is the profession in the legal profession? Let us pray in the name